You're watching the SCAC Player of the Week interviews. Today we're joined by the SCAC Men's Basketball Player of the Week, senior guard Kam Hogan of the Austin College Roos. And Kam, first of all, congratulations and thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Kam, before we get into the specifics of an excellent opening weekend for you and your Roos teammates, I just want to ask about, obviously all the obstacles, the challenges that we've gone through to get to this point. As a senior, to finally be back out there on the court with your teammates, how special was it for you to get this year underway with everything that you and your teammates have gone through?
It felt really, really good. Actually, we were all anxious. We were all desperate to get back on the court, to get back into action. We had a couple guys that were pretty nervous to get back out there. I mean, it had been like, what was it, 300-some days until the last competition that we had, so we called a team meeting the day early of the game just to calm everybody down and make sure everyone was on the same page and just to make sure we were doing the things that we needed to do and nobody was trying to do too much.
Lone undefeated team coming out of the opening weekend, Kam, 2-0, defeating Dallas on back-to-back nights. A buzzer beater Friday night to pick up an 81-80 victory, and then returning on Saturday to get the win 78-66. What did you see from a team perspective overall that gives you confidence looking ahead to the rest of the year? What went well for your guys this weekend?
A thing that I think went really well for our team, we have 2 seniors now, which means we have a lot of new freshman guys that came in, and being a freshman, it's kind of tough to come in and mesh with a program that already has their core players. But I mean, those freshman guys really stepped up, gave us some really key minutes, and they played their roles, I think, the best that they could have done. I also think that I've been playing for Coach Weck this is my 4th year now. I also think I don't ever remember a time when Coach Weck was so in tune with the game. If you go look back at the film, he was on the sideline, playing defense with us. He was really active and things like that as a coach. So I think that our team energy is doing a pretty good job.
I want to go back and ask specifically, Kam, about that Friday night victory. As I mentioned, 81-80 on a buzzer beater shot, down 2 with just under 3 seconds left. What did Coach Weck say to you guys in that timeout before running that final play, and sort of take me through it as it unfolded in your perspective there when you got the big opening night victory?
Yeah, there were only 2 seconds left on the clock, and we had been leading for the whole game, so we all knew that we had to make something happen quickly. The play was for the inbounds guy to throw the ball to half court to Mike, and for Mike to hit me on the side, and I was going to try to hit the game winner, but the defensive pressure really wasn't there for me to score, and Chanston Goodman made a smart play as a guard. He gave the ball to Mike at half court, and Mike got a shot up that I knew was going in when he released it. But yeah, I mean, it was a really good moment for us as a team, especially to start off the season.
2-0 for the 2nd straight season, Kam. Individually, you were outstanding. You led the Roos in back-to-back nights in scoring. You averaged 22 points a game on 50% shooting. You also added 5.5 rebounds, 3.5 assists, and 1.5 steals per game. Just take me through your opening weekend success. How were you able to be so successful out there on the floor for the Roos?
One of the things that I really think is the reason why I've been playing more comfortable is because there aren't any fans. I mean, I've always been a guy to play off the momentum from the crowd. I always like to be intense in the game situation, but when there are no fans and there are no distractions, I just feel like it just feels like practice, kind of. I mean, there's nobody here, so it's just you and the other team.
One of the unique challenges this year with the COVID-19 scheduling, the back-to-back games against the same opponent, what does that challenge present, and how does that maybe at all change the game plan or the mindset going into a conference weekend?
I don't really think it presents much of a challenge. If there's anything that it does, it just gives us the opportunity to be more consistent. Seeing that we played back-to-back games, it almost takes me back to like AAU season where we would wake up and have a game early in the morning and then have a game later that day and then multiple on the next day. So I mean, I think it's a pretty good opportunity for our team to flourish since we are young, and that's one thing that we want to make sure that we do is push the ball up the court and use our speed and our youth to our advantage.
And finally, looking ahead to this weekend, Cam, you and your teammates back to action at home once again as Southwestern comes to town, a pair of games. What are you expecting as you head into this weekend? What will be key for this team just to continue to build its momentum from that opening weekend success?
I've always been the one on our team to preach defense. I like to start the game, get 2 to 3 defensive stops really before we even really change our scheme or like anything like that. So I would really hope that we could box out and rebound, because Southwestern does have a few key guys that if we let rebound, then it'll be very tough for us to be successful. So defense, rebounding, and free throws is what I would like for us to really key in on for this weekend.
A Memphis, Tennessee native and this week's SCAC Men's Basketball Player of the Week for Week 1 of the 2021 SCAC basketball season, Kam Hogan of the Austin College Roos. Cam, again, congratulations on your honor and best of luck as you continue to move forward throughout your senior season.
Thank you so much. Thank y'all for having me again.